Hello guys, how's it going? It's been a very long time since I've posted a YouTube video, so I thought I'll do one now. I've been kind of busy. I've been working, and I'm working on my APIs, and that kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. So, in this video, what I'll do is I'll show you the stuff that I've been working on, which is my API. I'll add the link down below in the description, but this is the video well, in this video I'll describe how to use my API. So first of all, you have to create a project. So in this case, I already have created a project, JEAPI test, and I've created a class called test1, which is a really bad name for a class, but well, who cares? Right, so I have already downloaded the API, so if I show it to you, it's on my desktop. First column, third last icon, that's the JAPI jar file. So yeah, in case you're wondering what an API is, API is Application Programming Interface, and in Java it usually exists in a .jar file. The jar file may consist of Java files and source files, or class files. So some APIs are kind of open, so they don't really care if you see their code. So they put in Java files in the jar file, while some of the people put in .class files. Well, I put in .class files because I don't want people to mess stuff in the API and break the code. So it's kind of cool to have .class files in. Right, so in my API you'll find .class files if you open the jar file. You can open the jar file if you have 7-zip installed. So I'm just going to quickly show you how a jar file looks by whoops, just select it and 7-zip, open archive, and that's how a jar file looks. It's got packages, so that's the package com.ess. blah 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 blah. That's the meta.inf folder. It contains a information file which describes the jar file and stuff like that. So yeah, it's got .project and .classpot. That comes from, I think, Eclipse. I'm not sure what that is meant to do, but I don't really care. So I'm just going to close that now. Let's go back to Eclipse. To use the API, you have to import the API first of all. So to import the API in Eclipse, you right-click the project name, go in Build Path, add external archives for an archive. If you'll get this dialog box asking you to select a jar file, and if you look in here, you can select either a jar file or a zip file. Zip file is, I'm not sure why. Jar file is because you're trying to import an API. I'm already on desktop, so I'll scroll down and select JEAPI between the coolest game ever, Saints Row the Third, and Crysis 2. Yeah, I've been gaming. Right, so I've added JEAPI.jar in reference libraries thing, and now I can use it in test1. Now, why would I want to use this API? Well, first of all, I'll use the API if I want to handle job execution in my application. Now, job execution is something like executing tasks one by one, and JEAPI has this concept. Well, it's my concept, which is tasks are actions which you do. A job is a collection of tasks. So, like if you have a job, then in your job, in your day job, you do certain tasks, like like check emails, talk to people, write some code, test the code, upload the code, yeah, that kind of stuff. So tasks are actions that you do, and a job consists of like several tasks. Also, you have a job schedule, which in which you can have a job or you can have multiple jobs. A job schedule is like it executes that job at a frequency, or you can, well, not now, but in future you'll be able to say that execute this job at every hour for the first 3 hours, or for first 6 hours, or alternate hours. Yeah, stuff like that. So that's the main concept of JEAPI. Task execution, in 2 words. well, yeah, 2 words. Right. So if you want to create a task, you can either use the inbuilt tasks, which are, well, for now, there's only one called pointless task. You can use that, or you can create your own tasks. Now, to create your own tasks, you have to implement the iTask interface. You have to create a class which implements the iTask interface. You have to implement the abstract methods, which would be like execute and get status. Those kind of stuff return stuff to you, well, to the JEAPI, and based on that, the JEAPI takes actions on your task. So you can do that, or you can use the inbuilt tasks. Now, for now, since this is 0.1 beta version, it only has one task inbuilt, which is pointless task. So the pointless task doesn't do anything. It's kind of like it's pointless. So it would just sit there for 3 seconds and then it would die. That's it. That's what the pointless task does. So let's start by creating a task, creating a pointless task. So let's create let's create an array first, because we need an array of tasks. So an array list of iTask, because as I said, every task has to implement this iTask interface. If it can't implement it, well, if it doesn't have the interface, then it's not a task. At least from the point of view of JEAPI. So we create an array list of type iTask. Tasks equals new. Whoa, okay, that was bad. Yeah, so we have an array list, and it's gonna show you these underlines because you need to fix the project setup and add project to the build path of JEAPI. No, hang on, what? I need to import something. Import com.ess.core.tasks for the iTask, and for the array list we need to import the array list thing, which is which is the like default thing. So that's array list of iTasks. Now we need to create a task. So I'm just going to go with a for array. Okay, that was quite weird. For int I equals 0, I less than. Okay, I'm going to create 10 tasks. I plus plus. And in this array, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pointless task. Pointless task. Task equals pointless task. Control 1 would ask me to import pointless task, and the task number. This is the task number. So this is just for your reference purposes. What the pointless task would do is it would print out to the console. So when I run this, well, when I execute the job, you'll see down here saying pointless task 1 has started, 1 has completed, 2 has started, 2 has completed, and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. That's just for testing purposes, because this is 0.1 beta version. So in the upcoming versions, you'll see much cooler tasks which do much more cool stuff. You know, like I'm not going to tell you because that would break the stuff. So no. Okay, right. So we have created 10 pointless tasks, and in each iteration, it's important that we add the tasks to tasks array list. So tasks.add task. Yeah. Right. So we are adding the newly created pointless task to tasks array list. Now that's done. So the array list now contains 10 pointless tasks, each numbered from 0 to 9. Now we'll create a job. So job equals new job. You give it a name, say and you supply the array of tasks. and it's going to ask you what the class is. You press Control 1 and press enter, and that would import the job thing. Now I can either go ahead and show you how the job schedule works, or I can just say job.execute to show you quickly how the thing works. So job.execute will execute all of the tasks inside the job in a sequential order from 0 to whatever the length is. So that's done. So what we'll do is I'm just going to press Control F11, and that will execute the tasks. Executing task 0, execution finished for task 0, executing task 1 finished, task 2, and it's going to go until 10. So that basically is the JEAPI. It's not just this. This is 0.1 beta, as I said, and I'm going to repeat that again. So this has very limited functionality, and I'm still working on it. You can see the source code here, and I'm still working on it right now not as we speak, because I'm doing the tutorial right now, but I'm still working on this job execution API, and I'm pretty certain that you are going to like the next version of the JEAPI, because it contains tons of features and stuff. I hadn't originally planned to release 0.1b version, but I just thought that it'll be kind of better if I just got it out there, like there, you see, like, yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's JEAPI. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask it on my blog. You can just put a comment in here asking questions, or put the comments underneath this video. If you scroll down, you can put comments in, and I'm sure you all know that. Right, so that's it for this video. In next video, I'll demo the how to create custom tasks in the JEAPI and more stuff. So keep watching, and if you like the video, hit like. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Thank you very much.